Did you know, for example, according to a survey, 1 in 3 men live at home? That's nonsense. Everyone lives at home. 1 in 4 Americans have appeared on TV. I'm assuming widescreen. And 55% of people think being associated with charity work makes you seem more attractive, which explains why Pudsey Bear gets all that poontang. The oldest paperboy in Britain is Bernard Davies from Brighton. He's 90 years old. Sorry, we just had an update. The oldest paperboy in Britain is Gavin Henderson from Sunderland. He's 12. And 86% of Brits can't name 5 Cs around the world. It's easy. President Putin, he's a massive C. David Cameron, he's a right C. Whoever's running Iran at the moment, total C. Kim Jong-un, absolute C. And Piers Morgan, what a C. Johnson, what do you think the nation have been talking about over the last week?
The Paralympics.
Have you been watching the Paralympics?
Yeah. Downhill skiing with blind people.
I couldn't get over it. It's an incredible thing.
I think if I were blind, one of the things I'd just write off, probably skiing. I'm going to say I can't ski. That's what I'm going to do. They hurtle down. 2 ways they do it. One is by Bluetooth from the top of a mountain. Wouldn't trust that myself. Person in front of you going, speed down the... Look out, there's a
You do that brilliantly. That, like, 20 years ago, that could have been your whole act.
It's Bluetooth is one, and the other one is she just follows the orange blur, which is in front of her, which is why in her first round she crashed because Amy Childs was in the crowd.
Rob, you got any secret talents?
I can peel a banana on my feet.
How did you find that out?
I wanted a banana, my hands were busy.
Wow. It's a hell of an answer. I mean, there's no arguing with that, is there?
I've got feet that go out like hands. Like, if I'm walking along and socks on the floor, I won't bend down and pick them up, just pop them up with a foot, a bit like a monkey.
Right. Can we see?
You can see them if you want, mate.
I'd like to look at your weird monkey feet.
Yeah, they stretch out.
Come out the front banana.
Oh, yeah, I'm not going to do it behind it and I'll be able to see it, Jim.
Throw the sock down.
Oh.
Sock down, OK.
So, like, they spread out a bit like that, see?
Oh, Jesus!
Yeah.
Well... Hang on, let's have that again.
That monkey, isn't it? I wish I wore better jeans now.
I wish I had 2 real feet.
All this shit... Get a claw on yours! Get a claw on the end!
I hadn't thought about that. That is a bit of a piss take for Alex, isn't it?
Someone's got a banana over there.
There is a banana over there. We've got to see the banana.
Can you peel... Did you say you could peel a banana with your feet?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, come on, we've got to see that.
We've got to see that.
Throw him in the banana, just throw it in. Oh, that would have been spectacular.
I need to be sitting down, really.
You need to...
Well, sit down here on the front.
Oh,
You'll sit on the front there, like a little monkey boy.
I'm not a performing monkey.
You're not a performing... When you say you're not a performing monkey, sit down and peel that banana. If this isn't entertainment, I don't know what is. This is... Are you supple enough to eat this without using your hands?
Jim, do you want some banana, mate?
Yeah, no, lovely, yeah. How weird's this getting? Most people think they're fun to be around. True or false?
I distrust the whole concept of fun. Like,
wow.
Well,
you're going meta on this.
Well, yeah, it is. Why would you, say, oh, we're going to have fun? Oh, what do you mean we're going to have fun? Like, oh, we're going to go to a fun fair. What do you mean a fun fair? It's neither fun nor fair. Let's not go. Fun size. Fun size. Oh, it's fun size. Who decides what size fun is? We have our own thing. We have our own thing. Fun and games. Fun and games. It's too much for me. Fun and games, one at a time, please. Otherwise, my head will explode.
I'm going to put you down as a not fun. What do you think the nation have been talking about over the last week?
It's the tale of Saturday night TV in Britain.
Everyone's very excited about The Voice.
Yeah, The Voice is back with its new sort of line of judges.
OMG.
Yeah, OMG is right. Sean's always saying OMG. He very rarely says it on the show. It's weird.
OMG.
So it's Will.i.am, Kylie Minogue, Tom Jones and Ricky Wilson.
You have Tom Jones is on the show?
We have Tom Jones on the show, yeah.
Tom Jones.
We have a confused old man who can't work out why his seat won't take him into the bath.
I love it. I love it when he spins round. He looks like a kebab in a suit, doesn't he, when he turns round?
It's ironic that it's all about the voice and not the image and everything, because it's much more fun if you watch it on mute, because Tom Jones is slowly turning into Morgan Freeman. Much more fun if you wait till he turns around, mute it, and do a Morgan Freeman voice. Just, I very much enjoyed your performance here today.
Kylie's apparently, she's put on lots of viewers.
I think 1 million people extra are watching just for the Kylie, yeah.
But it's interesting watching, because she's 45 now. She looks very well. I was thinking the only thing... Well, but no. That's wrong. No, it's not
Go
fair.
on, say the thing that's obviously terrible.
Well, that chair moves more than her face, doesn't it?
If I worked on the show, I'd play an Adele record. I just thought, well, this, play an Adele record properly. See, they might not even turn round, and then when they turn around, I'd have an owl on the stage.
A singing owl? I think if you had an owl that can sing, you wouldn't need to worry about going on The Voice. You'd be booked all over Europe at the best circuses, heads of state probably going, bring me the singing owl.
Joe, do you watch any of these shows?
We have a glut of them in the States, but of course there's so many now that it's like, who hasn't been on one of these shows?
I haven't been on them. I haven't been on them.
You should.
You should.
You should.
Well, turn your chair around. Go ahead.
I need a break.
Start singing.
Go on, sing a song and see if you can get into... Just... Would you like to go to the performance area, Sean?
So this is what I would do. This is what I would do if I was on The Voice.
Should we all turn away?
Yeah. There's that
Let's all turn away.
OK.
And they go next up, and then you hear them go...
Oh, yeah, he's coming.
And then you hear, like... But what I'd do is this. And then I'd start. Here we go. Spin round, Jack. That means you want to manage me if you turn round. Summer breeze! Bring me floating through the jasmine.
Oh, it's a bloke! You got the voice of an angel.
I only turned around because I thought it was an owl.
John's team, what do you think the nation have been talking about over the last week?
Olympics, innit? The winter ones?
The winter ones, yeah. Yeah, if you like things sliding down a hill, you are in luck.
I saw a sport where they ski for a bit, lie down, shoot, out of a gun, out of a backpack, put it back on and then ski off again.
That's the opening of a Bond film you were watching.
Well, how's that a sport? And where'd you get the equipment? I've not seen any of that in JD Sports.
Joe, have you done any winter sports?
Yeah. I like them all. I like them all because I absolutely love Lycra. I do all of them. I love the way it feels on my body. I feel sassy when I wear Lycra. I don't care who knows it. And I like watching people in Lycra. I'd watch anything it involved like... I'd watch Songs of Praise if they all wore Lycra.
So what I'd like to see in Lycra, one man and his dog.
Yeah.
The shepherd and the dog in Lycra.
And a couple of the sheep sort of hanging about.
Did you know, for example, 40% of British people can't identify bird songs? It's simple. It's usually either I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor or Independent Women by Destiny's Child. 15% of Brits think Downton Abbey is the best TV show ever made, and that is a survey of your nan. Most people think men make worse patients than women. True or false? Bizzle, are you a good patient? Do you go to the doctors?
I wish I was a good patient, but I never go. There's one time I actually went to get checked up, and I thought I would go, like, out of London, because I thought no one would recognise me. And so I went to, like, High Wycombe or somewhere to get tested.
Sure, who's going to know you in High Wycombe?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
They don't have records in High Wycombe, do they?
So I went to get checked up. I got into the room, and the woman's like, OK, so, have you done this before? And I was like, yeah. She was like, well, yeah, we'll bring it out then. And then she looked at it, and her eyes just gone...
She went, you're Lethal Bizzle.
Yeah. Literally. The worst part is she stuck a toothpick in it, literally, like, I don't know what it was.
Did you think it was a cocktail sausage?
Mead. You want to try some mead?
Love
Honey,
to.
yeah.
This is a 10,000-year-old drink. Hang on, I'll bring some over.
That was made 10,000 years ago.
Well, not this stuff. This was made this afternoon. Pass those down. Have a little bit of mead.
I like the goblet.
Yeah, well,
You're doing well with the 3 glasses, Jimmy.
yeah, well, you know.
Is this one of your pranks?
One of my pranks.
Is it we?
Urine.
Is it
No,
we?
this is me.
It smells of we.
I'll tell you what, it's bloody nice urine.
Oh, it's lovely.
John, have you just necked that?
I'm really fighting the urge.
Yeah. Delicious, isn't it?
It was the drink of my sort of mid-20s mead.
Every time you think, oh, John's probably said the most tragic thing he's ever going to say, he just pulls another one out of the bag. There's a man in a cardigan telling you, yeah, my mid-20s, I drink a lot of mead.
And I tell you a fact about mead, that
Oh, please do.
Couples that... It's so nice to say it to someone other than myself. Tell you a fact about me, John. Thank you, John. Don't mind if I do. Couples, when they got married, used to toast mead every night for a week afterwards, I think. And that's... it's a honey liqueur, and that's why you call it a honeymoon.
No.
I'll drink to that.
Okay, fingers on buzzers, 2 more things still to get. What do you think, Sean?
Can I have some more mead? To King Henry IV!
Well,
Down!
Bloody Christian, we can't trust him with the bowl. But look at how your hair's gone after... That's after... All you've had is 1 glass. And you already look as if you're one of the guys making Joe look good in the Wetherspoons. It's just gone up.
Tell you what, it's bloody good mead, that's right.
Can I just briefly talk to you about the dangers of 2 glasses of mead? You celebrate St Patrick's Day?
No. I mean, I'm half Irish, but I don't see any reason. It's usually in the midweek. Well, 5 times out of 7.
Can I just do a very, very quick story? There's 2 sisters who are friends of mine, and in the 70s they were hitchhiking in Ireland, and this farmer stopped, and he drove them about a mile, and they were both sat in the back of his van, and then he turned round to them and he went, I don't suppose either of you girls would fancy giving me a bit of a wank now, would you? And they went, we'd rather not. And he went, right you are, drove them off, dropped them in town. Now, that's a polite sex offender. I was very impressed by him.
Yeah. Nice for my uncle to get a mention on the show.
I just remembered quite a good story someone told me. Who was in Ireland a while back. They were driving to Coleraine and they got lost and pulled over in this little village, and there was a fella, like farmer, standing by the side of the road, and he wound the window down and he said to him, how'd you get to Coleraine? And the fella thought for a minute and then went, my brother takes me.
Of course, traditional Irish dancers have their hands by their sides at all times because their arms have been decommissioned.
The the ongoing thrill ride that is the Scottish independence debate, I imagine, George Osborne has laid the law down to Scotland and said, if you don't want to be in us...
You're getting George Osborne and Beyoncé mixed up again.
The one that isn't Beyoncé has told Scotland that if they go independent, then they can't have the pound. The phrasing he used was stupid. He said, if you walk away from the UK, you walk away from the pound. And what you should never do is ask Scottish people how far they're willing to walk and what for. They won't go independent because a lot of the stuff they've claimed to like, they only do to trick us. Like haggis is something they pretend to like. So when we go to Scotland, you have a haggis and you find out it's rancid.
Oh, it's amazing.
They all have a jolly good laugh about it. Same with like Robbie Burns. Even they can't understand it. It's just made-up language, and they pretend it's ancient Scottish poetry. It's not. He's just gobbled it. Hig the more fluky da pooky down. And they go, oh, OK, that's ancient lyricism, that is. He was just pissed the whole time. I am the hoagie, had a bogey.
Cheat and win, or play fair and lose.
I have cheated before, though. Well, I don't know, is this cheating? I did an exam at university, a statistics exam. It was what they call an open book exam. So I took an old exam paper that someone had done, and when I got in there, I realised like 80% of the questions were the same. So I just copied them. Is that cheating?
Yes.
Is it?
I mean...
Shit.
How could you possibly think that wasn't cheating?
Did you become a psychiatric nurse on the strength of cheating at university?
Yes.
Did you know, for example, 84% of people would use personal contacts to help their child get a job? I hate nepotism. In fact, I'm the chairman of the Anti-Nepotism League, an organisation set up in the 80s by my father. The word dog appears just 14 times in the Bible, but loads more than that if you read it backwards. And a survey's revealed Sunday is the loneliest day for pensioners. If you're a pensioner, don't worry. Someone will be popping round on Monday to cut your heating off.
Last Monday, I did a gig in Milton Keynes, and I checked into the hotel, and they sent me up to the room with the key card. And I go in, the TV's on, not that uncommon. This freaking show is on the TV, and it's an episode with the D-Dog in it. I go into the room and like...
The D-Dog is David, by the way. That's how he refers to himself, because he's crazy.
So I go in and going like, what a coincidence, what a nice thing to be there. And then I get to the point just past the loo, and there is a completely naked businessman lying on the bed watching this freaking show. First revelation, somebody out there is watching this now, completely starkers. Secondly, was he taking it to the next level is the big question. Imagine if I walked in just at the point where of maximum super fun. That is what we call it. On the show. That is the service this show provides.
But what I want to know, David, is how did you know he's a businessman? Did he give you a... Did he just go, oh, here's my card? Excited about the Oscars.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up. Well, I don't see why people enjoy... I mean, I can't stand watching award ceremonies. I think the only good bit about them is you find out who died that year. You go, oh, didn't know that. I must have been on holiday that week. You know.
Oh, I thought he was already dead.
I mean, I don't know. I think I watch these films and I just kind of think, oh, I've seen this before. Why am I watching it? Like Gravity, basically. The message of that was, who, women drivers?
All the nominees were given an $80,000 goodie bag. $80,000. That's not a goodie bag. That is a fucking amazing-y bag.
Can I ask a question about that? I saw that. It said, how do they... Can you say, can I just have the money?
Well, you've got to take the weird things. The best thing they got in the goodie bag this year was an orgasm shot, which I'm sure you realise is a treatment worth $2,700 that enhances the genital tissue of a woman.
Is that what you've had done to your face?
Yeah, they said... It says... It says on the box it works on all kinds of... What do you think Britain's greatest contribution to the world has been?
The language. The English language.
English language is
English
good.
language.
I've actually invented the word. I've actually got it in the Macmillan Dictionary.
Woo!
What's the word?
It's dench.
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 And it means...
Dench. It means cool.
And what was wrong with the word cool?
It's got too old.
How did you come up with the word dench?
I was actually playing a computer game and I scored this goal and the goal was fantastic. It was like from the halfway line. I didn't know what else to say and dench just came out and it was just like, everyone in the room was just like, what did you say? I was like, dench! We're like, yeah, that's what we're all gonna say. And then that was
It's like
it.
listening to
And
the
then
story of the apple falling on Newton's head. It's like, what? You just came up with it?
I've actually got two, actually. I've got another word that's called chinada cling cling.
What, sorry?
Chinada cling cling. It was meant to mean, do you know what I mean? But I think, do you know what I mean, is very established and very kind of Cockney slang already. So I'm trying to find another
Are you aware
definition.
that do you know what I mean isn't one word?
Is there any suggestions for what chinada cling cling should actually mean?
Fortnight in the Algarve.
I think it's when you just haven't got enough change for parking. Oh, I've got Janana Klingley. Might as well chuck it in there.
Most people would describe themselves as superstitious. True or false?
I'm not superstitious, but I am stitious. Which... it's different. It's like... if I break a mirror, I'll sweep it up in case I stand on it. You know, I use superstition sometimes just to get out of doing things by pretending that you just have to make up a thing that sounds like it rhymes. So somebody would be like, have you cleaned the house? And I go, oh, you know what they say. Hoover on a Saturday, get eaten by a bird of prey. You know? So then you just walk out.
That must be the exciting European debates.
Yeah, the Clegg and Farage have been debating. They were on LBC last week, debating Europe.
Greatest head-to-head of our time. Sort of drunk purple head and a boring balding head. I was going to watch the last one, but then Martin Clunes was on the One Show. It just takes too long. I think most people know where they feel about Europe, so an hour is too long. They should just get all the questions at once and have to answer them back to back. Just so you have Farage going, yes, no, only the fit ones, not a penny, back where they came from.
Have you been to the Oscars? Have you ever been invited?
No, they're not going to invite me to the Oscars. No, they don't even tell me where they're holding it. I've never won an award for anything.
Oh. Your show must have won an award.
Oh, for what?
Oh, Jerry, you underestimate how popular you are, Jerry, in this country. Now everyone realises that Jeremy Kyle is the alternative.
Is it wrong to take revenge, yes or no? John, you ever taken revenge?
I would like to say the sentence, I will have my vengeance. I'd like to say that at some point in my life.
Treat yourself.
Well, it doesn't work now because you haven't done anything, have you? Oh, you fucking...
It's weird because you wanted to say, I will have my vengeance in quite a masculine voice, but when you got pushed even slightly, you went, oh, you.
Yeah. I will have my vengeance. It's been the Brit Awards, hasn't it? That's,
yeah.
I mean, I'm not really your guy. That sort of musicians being cool. I'm more your sort of, hey, John, who won the omelette challenge on Saturday Kitchen this week? There was an exciting moment in the Brits when it got political, when David Bowie, who wasn't there in his speech, ended by saying Scotland should stay with us, which is interesting from a man who lives in New York. But my favourite speech was Pharrell Williams, who gave a very good speech on freezing stamp duty. You were there, weren't you? Touching One Direction, and when one of them did a joke to you, he's like, hey, Jimmy, I'm a big fan, and you were like, oh, God, we're all cool at the O2.
Yeah, I saw you. But in fact, when you came out, I didn't think...
I can't believe you were watching the Brits.
The football had finished, just switched over. And you came on, I didn't realise it was you at first. I thought it was Kraftwerk.
Do you think you have common sense, yes or no?
I know the stupidest thing I ever did. I think I was about 6 or 7, and Mum sent me down to the... She had one of those chest freezers with a big lid. So
oh, yeah, I remember
said,
those.
Go and get the ice cream. And I decided, stupidly, that I was thirsty. So I lifted the lid and bent my head in and went to lick the ice. Well, my tongue, of course, stuck to the ice. So I then, with the chest lid over the top...
And is that why you talk like that?
What I understand about Stephen Hawking is he said that the voice on his system by which he speaks, he doesn't want changed now because he feels like that's his voice. And that seems a waste to me. I think I'd have a different one every day. Like Jamaican for a day, and then I'd have a voice where it sounds like you need a piss.
What's the voice when it sounds like you need a piss?
Oh, the universe is expanding!
I was very disappointed in the opening ceremony because I wanted to see Putin really sort of, you know, like, express his masculine nature. I wanted to see him going down the luge, right, in his pants, wrestling a bear and using his cock as a brake. It just gets to the bottom, just sling the bear off. It just goes, gays, go! Leave! Leave Russia now!
You've got a hernia? Well, how did this happen if that's not a...
You don't ask a lady questions like that.
It literally means that your gut is protruding through the stomach wall.
I've got that.
Have you got that, Kim?
Yeah.
I think I've got one too. It's
Have
just
you?
above my balls, yeah.
Yes.
Like a tiny little